So let's go.
Cheers, everyone. And it's time for Texas on Tap with Miss Helen. And hey, producer Kyle.
Cheers. Hey, how are you?
Cheers. I'm great, great, great. So we
Good,
got
good.
some good time music, good times music to
Mm-hmm.
look at.
Well, lots of the names that you hear a lot this week. It's like an all-star cast kind of. So I'm excited to dig into these.
Yes, true, true. Okay, so
You want to do it? Or you want me to go?
yeah, I'm gonna go.
Go.
All right. So I am like a huge fan of all, I mean, like these three that I have for this week. I was so excited about. So I'm gonna kick off with Mike Ryan. Just a couple of weeks ago, he dropped to radio a new radio single called Loser. And of course, I just love the play on
Yeah.
loser to lose her. Like
Hmm.
you can lose at so many things, like, the game's almost over, the score is tied, or that card of hands that you play. But when you lose her, HER, it's not that good. Not so much, especially when you have to see her with someone else or
Or wait, maybe
packing
it's
up.
reversed. Which one?
Huh?
Which one is an L for you? Is you a loser?
Oh, well, yeah, loser, lose her.
Uh-huh.
But just a great rhythm to this song. And of course, I love Mike Ryan. It's from his long cut album. And of course, two of my other faves, Jacket On and Can Down. So that's the new one out to radio from Mike Ryan. It's called Loser or Lose Her, as it refers to in the song. Okay, if you're a big old just country person like me and you just love your life when you grew up in the country, still live in the country life, you're going to love the new Creed Fisher radio single that's out. It's called One of Them. And it's like basically, if you don't drink beer, drive trucks, wear boots, and put them on before the sun comes up. That's how us country people roll. That's all right. No judging there. And I love the line that says, if you don't, if you held a gun, if you've held a gun in your hand in a stand with a buck walking down slow, I mean, it's just such a relatable song. If you didn't grow up on a dirt road, but we're not one of them. Dirt roads, hunting. I just love the song, and it's coming up from his upcoming album. This ain't the Hamptons.
Yeah, it's
You
very,
just gotta
very
love
well
Creed.
themed.
All of
Yeah.
his music is so gritty, and it's so relatable, and he's such an awesome guy. So Creed Fisher out to radio right now. It's called One of Them. Love it, love it, love it. Now open the tap room for a song that I listen to all the time. And okay, I'm just gonna stop right there. Okay, opening the tap room right now. Bri Bagwell, Hello Highway. That's my song right there. Plus that whole freaking album. But Bri Bagwell's Hello Highway. Check this out. It debuted in the top 100 on the Texas Country Music Chart at 52.
Duh.
It's already like at 52, 53 on Texas T3R. But, the thing is, Bri knows it's like I went through a really bad landing when I went on one of my trips to the Virgin Islands back in the fall.
Hmm.
And I had Hello Highway on just jamming, and I turned it up so loud. And it's like, that's my travel song. It's like, and
Hmm.
I'm not a very good traveler, like when I have to drive and travel. So it's like when I'm heading out, it's like, okay, Bri, give me some
Get me
inspiration on
through
this
this.
highway. Yeah. So yeah, from her awesome album. It's like I love it. Play it all the time. Hello Highways I go to, and what can I say? It's Bri.
Yeah, well, I can say that it's great timing that this one's out to radio because I'm actually, for old time's sake, jumping in the van with Bree and the boys this weekend, and we're heading up to Kansas, playing Newton, Kansas, tonight at Summer Days, and then tomorrow we're in Springfield, Missouri. So that'll be cool, getting to hang with all the old friends.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome. And her tour is Hello Highway tour right now.
It is.
Yeah. It's a
All right.
great one. Great one. Great one. I could go on and I'll zip it. Oh,
Yeah.
I will say one more thing about that album and the songs on it, because that's I swear it's all this too. But I had my Josefina tank top on all 4th of July.
Hey, there you go.
Everybody cheering on, You got a Bri Bagwell, Josefina. Yeah, have you heard the song? I don't think so. Well, let's get to it right now. We're gonna get some Josefina on.
Nice.
Okay, anyway,
Love it. Love
I'll
it.
zip it right there. Batter up, your turn.
All good. Alrighty. I am gonna step up to the plate and keep the tap room doors open for the West Texas Cloud Appreciation Society, brand new streaming song from Palmer Anthony. So let's keep the doors open and listen to this brand new song from Palmer Anthony. Brand new from Palmer Anthony, West Texas Cloud Appreciation Society. It's a mouthful, but it's worth it.
Those lyrics are so clever.
Yeah,
Like
it's
everything about this song is awesome. It just keeps your attention all the way through.
absolutely. It's super quirky and it's like it's got this commercial thing about it. I saw he said it was like Casey Musgraves vibes, like pageant queen, and I totally agree. The chorus is just super strong with a name like that. It's it's gonna be unforgettable. It's so much imagery. One of the lyrics that I really like that was funny is if you're a fan of God or Bob Ross, join the West Texas Cloud Appreciation Society. So I just had to put that one in the tap room. Great stuff from Palmer. And
Very good,
then
Palmer.
yeah, and then I've got two more big ones this week. So let's talk about Southall. As we all know, Reed Southall. They got a little facelift and they dropped a brand new single from the upcoming record. Reed Southall Band is now just going by Southall.
Southall.
They released a brand new song called "Scared Money." This was actually last week. I just honestly missed it, so I would have had it in last week, but here we are. So through the facelift, this song is so much fun. It's like the clean guitar picking is like the driving force paired with Reed's like seemingly stronger than ever vocals. I just thought it was awesome. It's so cool the way it sings. And then he's got these epic harmonies in the choruses, and I'm just like real stoked to see what the rest of this record sounds like because it's coming together nicely so far.
I was so excited to see that because I've been Reed Southall fan forever and ever since the beginning. So it's nice to see like Southall coming in with some music, and like we talked about Blue Water Highway last week. So
Yep.
some of my faves coming up with this music. I'm like, yes, this is awesome. Good
Absolutely.
stuff.
And then my last one is like an all-time favorite for the show. We've probably covered more of his songs than anyone else, but it's David Adam Byrnes. He just dropped a brand new streaming single today called "Winnin' Rum," and I just wrote this line down because I thought it was clever. But it's 2.5 minutes of magic from Dab himself.
I like
It's like a
that.
perfect radio song. 2.5 minutes? Are you kidding me, dude? But it's got everything it needs, you know. It's got like the cute little beachy guitar to get the vibes going, like straight out of the gate. His voice control is always impressive, but it's still grabs my attention. My favorite part of this song though was the guitar work. It's like super fun and like silly, but it's like also tasty and just executed extremely well. So just another awesome song from David.
Yeah. Well, and also the lyric wise, I'll touch on the lyrics.
Yeah.
Nailed it, because being someone that lives in a coastal tourist town, first of all, I did love the line "rumming my cares away," but tourist town, living like a local, and I see that all the time. So
Oh yeah.
careful with that. You have to check yourself sometimes, and then talk about rolling with the flow and the tides and time in a cup. And yeah, lyrics nailed it for especially that coastal living and living like a local. Now I'm gonna rum my cares away in a cup. Great summer song. Great summer song.
I did a little living like a local this weekend, but we'll get into that after we talk about our friends at More Than Music Creations, who just sent us some really cool stuff yesterday. Did you see that?
The bracelet, yes. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to answer that email. I was like,
That's all good.
yesterday was a little downtime for me after the long 4th of July holiday.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
mean, I was nonstop, just nonstop. And yes, I did. It's awesome. And More Than
Very
Music
cool.
Creations is awesome. And of course, we have our Texas Toast podcast line, and they have all your jewelry from all of your favorite Texas artists. You can check out their website. But what I like about it, number one, it is so unique. It holds up. It's a storyteller. It's a everything. And it's just, just all around good stuff. Morethanmusiccreations.com.
Absolutely. And that will all be available on our merch store on our website very soon. We're in the process of working that. There's just a few more kinks we're trying to work out. But as soon as that goes live, we'll have, everything from hats and t-shirts and our Texas Toast More Than Music Creations collab line, along with all the one-of-a-kind previous guest pieces that we've been teasing for quite a while now. So
awesome.
yeah.
Okay, so let's look at the Texas country music chart. I want to look at the some of the top debuts on this chart this week. Of course, Bri debuting in the top 100 at 52. The actual song of the week this week we talked about, and I adore Paige Lewis. But Paige Lewis, her manager, the Karen song, is the song of the week this week, and it debuted really good.
Very
So
cool.
looking at the top five, number five, Infinite Line, The Great Divide on Texas Country Music Chart this week. They moved up from 8 to 5. That's
Oh
big
wow.
increase. Grant
Yeah.
Gilbert from 6 to 4 with Six Pack State of Mind. Cal Park is at 3 with Me When I Drank. Adam Hood stays at number 2, Can't Stand Leaving, and Turnpike Troubadours stay at number 1 with Mean Old Sun.
Of
Texas
course.
Regional Radio Report. 5 is More Than Friends with Lucas Nelson featuring Lainey Wilson. Case Harden is number 4. It's Stoned. Adam Hood, Can't Stand Leaving's at number 3. Daryl Dodd, Back to You is at number 2. And number 1 is Turnpike Troubadours with Mean Old Sun. CD Extraction Texas, number 5 this week is Aaron Watson already. 7-year ache with
Wow.
Jenna Paulette. Of course, that podcast is coming up with him, and we knew it was going to be moving up
That's
so fast. We
crazy
can't
so
even
fast
keep up
though.
with it. I know.
Jeez.
Number 4, Lucas Nelson featuring Lainey Wilson, More Than Friends. Kyle Parks went from 7 to 3 with Me When I Drink. Adam Hood from 3 to 2 with Can't Stand Leaving. And Turnpike Troubadours, Mean Old Sun, is at number 1 on CD Extraction Texas. So that's a look at the charts for
Yeah.
this midway halfway through summer.
hmm And we'll have we talked about it on our podcast earlier this week, the July 4th top 25 coverage, but we'll post that on socials probably on Friday as well, or I guess today, to talk about all that stuff, or maybe this weekend, I don't know. But recapping the halfway point. It's crazy that it's halfway through the year already.
I know we'll be planning our Christmas special before it's over with.
Yeah, right. I walked outside earlier this morning. It felt so good, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm glad it's going by so fast because it's starting to cool down." But that's obviously not the case.
No, it's
It's
not.
gonna
No,
be
it's not. Just today,
120
maybe
outside
just
tomorrow.
today. That's okay. I know that's like, I'll let you complain about the heat because I get a grump. I'm a grump during the winter time with the cold, dark days. No, I hate it.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
like it.
dealing with the summer pretty good. Just get in the shade, drink lots of water, enjoying visiting time with peeps. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
And actually it's too hot to even get in the swimming pool. This pool water is not even, it's just not even inviting.
Oh, that's
So
funny. I had
find the shade and the cool Gulf breeze, drink in my hand, good to go.
yeah, I had quite the opposite experience with the swimming pool this weekend. I was hinting at, I did some living like a local in Montgomery. My parents, obviously, family live out there on Lake Conroe. So we went and spent the holiday with them. But it was kind of sad vibes because they're leaving. They're moving out of there. They sold the house and they're not gonna be Lake Conroe residents anymore. So we had to kind of close that chapter of my life this past
I
weekend.
know. Isn't that something? Isn't that
Yeah, but
something? But you'll always have those
yeah,
memories from
and there'll be
going
something
there.
cool come out of it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of that, because I was thinking about you being there at Lake Conroe, and I saw where there was like this fireworks fiasco, a boating fiasco with people that were watching the
always.
fireworks from the water. I was like, we behaved in Matagorda. Like
Yeah.
you were where the wild stuff
Mm.
happened.
Well, we actually made it back to Austin for July 4th. We went down to they do a just a big city public fireworks show on the river in Austin, or I guess on the lake in Austin. So we did that. So I missed all the chaos on Lake Conroe, but I mean that lake is just always a mess. Like no matter
Mhm.
no matter what, it doesn't need to be a holiday. It could be a weekday, and it's just chaos out there. So
Yeah, it was so cool because we're right here by the beach. So we had all the gorgeous beach fireworks going off. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Like you
yeah,
can't, I mean, like you could, I mean, I can't even explain it. It's so pretty. And
with
that
just a
big,
wall down the whole thing.
yeah, the big moon was coming up. Did
Oh
you see the
yeah,
moon? Oh my
yeah. We
gosh.
saw it on. It was
It was
crazy.
so gorgeous. And one of my friends did get a shot of when the moon was just coming over the water and like the orange color still and the fireworks
Mm,
over it. So
wow.
this is my dumb self. So I'm like, okay, I really haven't, I've been so bad about like not taking pictures of things and not like, I've just been kind of like so laid back with things. I'm like, okay, I'm going to so get the perfect shot. And like, so I had my phone camera held up, like, okay, there's some palm trees right there. This is going to be perfect. Okay, people, let me see your fireworks. Every time I would put my hand down, those fireworks would go between those two palm trees. I tried and tried, and finally I said, "The heck with this! I'm going to sit back and enjoy."
I'm just gonna
And
watch. Yeah.
I think that's why I've been missing out on so many photo opportunities because I don't know. This summer I've just been kind of like, I just want to take it in and enjoy.
Yep.
talk to my friends, not constantly be on the phone, not constantly be taking pictures. And I know it's not a good thing, but in a way, it's been good for me, just kind of
Hmm.
taking a break from all that. But I promise I'll do better because I know a lot of people would appreciate that because maybe I take it for granted with the sights and the things I get to see. And some people necessarily don't get to see that.
Mm.
And maybe I
Just
take that
share it
for
with everybody.
granted. We were all talking about that over the weekend, how we do take things for granted and the beauty that we have here on the coast. So, anyway, yeah, I tried. My arms were like, and that was especially that was after I had a huge workout with Christy with weights and yoga, but it was
Oh,
like,
nice.
I was like, okay, all right. I think my arms were saying, let's go down. Let's go down and rest a little bit. But dang it, I wanted to get that shot in between the palm trees. That's all I wanted.
Hey,
Oh,
it's all
well.
good. You got to see it. You got the mental image. That's all that matters.
True story.
Okay. Anything else, or is that it for us this week?
Um,
Probably something, but we'll talk about it never.
yeah, like one thing. Okay, so all right, it's so funny. Let's think about your like go back to like your younger years, like my younger years, and what was your favorite summer snack? And it was so funny because I had been craving. I used to be one of those that always had the sunflower seeds, and I would have the cup with the empty seeds that I spit in the cup
Hmm.
like all the time. That was just my thing forever and ever. I don't even know when I got away from it. And so when I got my box from Jen at Generate, she had sunflower seeds in there.
Oh, did she? I missed
I'm
that.
back. I am back to my sunflower
That is
seed
hilarious.
junkie stage in sunflower seeds. I mean, it was just like I've been crunching on those and spitting them, and yeah,
Just pretending you're Jeff Bagwell over there in
just an
Matagorda.
old time snack I haven't had in a while. And it was like, how did she know? How did she know to put that in there?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a Houston thing, maybe. I doubt it, but maybe.
So
Okay, well, we've got, like Helen mentioned, we've got Aaron Watson coming up this week, so that's a big one. We talk about his new single and all kinds of other cool stuff. And he was like mid sound check at a show whenever we talked to him at the time, so it's fun and kind of we get into that a bit. So tune in on Tuesday and listen to that. We've got West Texas Exiles the following week, and then a bunch of other cool ones. There's also something new I wanted to share with you guys. If you head over to texastoastpodcast.com and click the support tab up at the top, it'll take you to a website where it's essentially just like a general support page. So if you're, a loyal listener of the show and you like what we're doing and you want to essentially support us and make it easier for us to do things like have more in-person events or
mhm.
even just me and Helen be in the same room or do in-person podcasts with the guests so that it's not always over Zoom. Any small contribution through that page makes those things like so much easier you wouldn't believe. So I think it's set up to where you can contribute any amount you want, and then it's just a monthly recurring thing. We've also got the Patreon, which is the Brew Crew we've talked about. So you can subscribe to that for some behind the scenes clips from our interviews and all kinds of other stuff that we put up on there. But if you're not interested in that, you just want to help us out, you can just click that support button, and it's a super easy process just to set up, a recurring whatever dollar amount you want. Contribution just to kind of help us grow the show and keep things going, or I guess as they say, keep the lights on.
True that. And also it's going to be exciting when we get our merch store up.
Yeah.
So
Yep. And we'll obviously keep everybody updated on that, and we'll post about it all over social media and stuff whenever that time comes. So just keep doing the thing, sharing your friends. It looks like there's lots of stuff going on in that Texas Country Fam group on Facebook. So if you're
oh
listening,
yes, yes.
yeah, if you're not listening, or sorry, if you are listening, but you're not a fan or I guess a member of that group at this point, go ahead and join that because it's really cool. There's, it seems like lots of tour managers, but then tons of other people and just a bunch of fans in there as well. So it's a really cool place to like chat with, other musicians in the industry or even people you're fans of already, or to, you know, network and find people who can do all kinds of cool creative things. So
That's right.
just look up Texas Country Fam on Facebook and join the group and say hey to us.
Fun group.
Yeah. Okay. I'm done talking.
All right. I guess we'll wrap this up, everyone. Cheers.
Cheers.